Hey guys, it's Mr. Pointless Bro here, and man, and this new update has a lot of people upset about the diver problem. Enemy leaders now take less damage from enemy units. So I'm going to be showcasing a Cassian deck here. This is because Cassian's unique K2SO can redirect the enemy leader so you don't take much damage on your tower. So in the past, I've hardly ever used Cassian because I've always tried to use him with the light tank, and I was never able to protect my light tank because Cassian was so slow and weak with his sniper. I could never protect my tank when they threw the bladesman on my tank. So now I'm using him with the Bantha. And with this deck, I'm just using the Bantha as a sacrificial piece. So I slow push with the Bantha, and then every time I engage with the enemy, I'm making sure I'm more energy efficient than my opponents. So I'll show you what I mean right here. This should be a very good gameplay to display exactly what I mean. The energy efficient Cassian deck. So right now I'm facing a Dengar, and his cards are going to be higher level than mine, so I'm going to have to be very careful as to how I play with my energy. So I start off with a relatively good hand. So I'm going to be placing my turret right up to the front over here. This is because I think my opponent's going to be more passive, and I can still slow push my Bantha with the turret up. So he puts his unique there, which I think is a little bit of waste. I make sure the unique dies by putting Pathfinders. Of course, I'm just waiting up for 10 energy to do my slow push with the Bantha. And right now I'm trying to get off as much damage off of his dewback to be energy efficient. And as soon as that Sand Trooper arises, I always iron mine it because I don't want it getting off shots on my units. I put a turret down there just for good defense. And now I'm just gonna be, I just let that Bantha die. There's no way the Bantha is really gonna do any real damage there. And I put just as many units as I need just to defend the push successfully. So all I need right now is just some Pathfinders. And that was exactly the energy needed to kill all those units. So now I wait for 10 energy again, and I'm gonna do my slow push of the Bantha. So hopefully, like right now, I have more energy than he does. See, he's sitting on 10 energy right here, and that's not energy efficient. So he puts the dewback, and I put some Pathfinders there from Cassian's special. And he got a good TIE Fighter off there. So right now I'm not really supporting the Bantha. I'm just destroying his units right here. Just trying that every time we exchange, I should be having more energy than he does right here. See, I have 7 energy right now, and he's around 5. And he is an energy efficient player. He's not even going to deal with this Pathfinder in his right lane. And same scenario, I have the Bantha, he has his dewback, and it's just slowly crawling up to the middle. Now I put some units there and make it look like I'm at least going to attempt to push this left lane. But really, I'm not going to be doing much. I just put the ion mine whenever I see the Sand Trooper, so it won't destroy any of my units. And I do my best to just take out his units in the middle with as little energy as possible. Of course, when I get to 10 energy again, I'm going to be putting my Bantha down. And this is like the same scenario over and over. I'm just doing the same thing over on the left lane again and again until I feel like I have a significant more energy than he does. And same thing, my Bantha is actually getting a few shots off on his tower, on his left tower, so that's going to be good. At this point, I felt like he invested way too much on the left lane with his light vehicle, and I have a lot of energy, so I just redirect all my units onto his right lane, and it becomes way too much for him to deal with. I already know the left lane is good, so right now I destroy his tower. Yeah, so it is a little bit of an advanced Cassian deck to play with. You're always going to be doing the same thing, the slow Bantha push, and you're going to have to be very, very efficient with your energy. So now I'm going to get into a Callus gameplay, because Callus can do some diving, and I'm going to show you how to counter that. And with Cassian, he's just a very squishy guy, so you're going to have to be very aware of your distance between you and the enemy leader, because if he stuns you with a stun grenade or his ability, you're going down. So I just taunt him with some troopers there just to see what he'll do, and he rushes in on me, and I use my unique right here, and you see it redirects his focus, so I take no damage off my tower. But right here, I was kind of too lazy to tank for my light vehicle, which I should have done, so my tower takes a little bit of damage there. No problem. And he puts a sand trooper in the back. I don't have an iron mine to take it out, so I am probably going to put some pathfinders in the back, okay? And then I don't have my K2SO here, so this tower is probably going down. So I decide to push the right lane. I rush up here with Cassian just so I can put my pathfinders near his turret, so I can guarantee that I destroy this. And of course he takes my left tower. And yeah, so his right tower is almost down. So essentially we trade towers. And of course I'm going to be energy efficient here. I'm not even going to put down units to deal with those scout troopers. And I put an iron mine right here just to make sure that turret goes down. And now we're back on a draw. Yeah, I just put a turret there in the middle. And now he's rushing in on me. And again, I use my unique to redirect his focus. And I'm just putting as little units as I can to defend this push effectively. Doesn't matter too much if I die over there. I'll still be way ahead on the kill count. And now I'm just gonna put some units on this lane, so it appears that I'm gonna be making a push, and he's gonna defend with hopefully a lot of energy. So he uses I think that's he uses a lot of energy there, which I just effectively take out with the ion mine. So you see right here, I have a little bit more energy than he does. I put my Bantha down. I try to defend my right lane with as little energy as possible, and then push on his left lane. So right now I feel like I have a good amount of energy over he does. So I'm going to be pushing his left lane harder. Although that doesn't really work out for me because he defends really well. But right here, I'm just going to keep him as at a low health right here. I can probably take him out, but I'm waiting for the opportunity until I have enough energy. So right now I see a good opportunity. I take out all his units, and I push with my Bantha. And there we go. Cassian's range units are amazing because they can shoot from the long range and take out his tower quite easily. And there we go. Another victory. And lastly, I actually wanted to showcase an OG Vader game, but it was my first time taking out the Cassian deck again. So I forgot how squishy Cassian was. Vader pulls me, he stuns me, puts blade spins on me, I die. So of course, word of advice, always be very careful of your Cassian. Keep your distance with your Cassian from your enemy leader. And I'll get into a good Palpatine deck with well, this guy appears to be quite a high level player. And his cards are quite a few levels higher than mine. So I think he can just afford to rush in on me and not take too much consequences. So yeah, he just comes in with a light vehicle here. I defend with the turret and a couple of pathfinders. Not the perfect placement for that turret, could be a little further down, but it does the job. K2SO to redirect his focus. And right now I'm trying to avoid putting any units down and just take out his tank being as energy efficient as possible. And I've only put one unit down to try to be as energy efficient as possible, of course. And it doesn't work out too well because he gets a lot of damage on my tower. But this is perfect since I can counter push. Cassian gets +1 range of his units, so they can actually get off so much damage on his tower, as you can see. So yeah, you can see his right tower almost goes down. It's a little bit more. And I leave, since I went up with Cassian up there, I left the turret down to defend myself a little bit. And of course, K2SO, it will work on anyone who's coming up on your tower, redirect their focus. And right now, I get the opportunity to take out his right tower. So I'm a little bit ahead in the game. And he puts a light vehicle there. I try to defend with as little units as possible. I see him walking in, so I put some troopers down. So I put some more units down to make it look like I'm gonna push the right lane and try to make him use up more of his energy. He doesn't really do that, so I put a Brazilian warrior down to actually do a little bit of a push. And I die here, that's fine. He's gonna get my right tower, which I already assumed. This whole time I'm just trying to be more energy efficient. And now, time to get the left tower. So right now I'm gonna do my standard push with the Bantha in the back. His Deox grenade only gets, it doesn't get my Pathfinder, so that's good. I put a turret up there because I'm mostly going to be worried about my defense, not really going to commit to my Bantha push, just making sure I'm more energy efficient when I meet in the middle. And he dies there, so I see a good opportunity to use my energy and get a Bantha on his tower. And let's see how well he defends over here. He puts his guard, so I have to back up a little bit. And he has a lot of units down, so he's going to be pushing heavy. I'm almost dead, so I just leave a Brazilian warrior in there, just to make sure I have just enough to defend his coming push. And this is where K2SO saves the day again. I redirect his focus, and I take out everything with the Ion Mine. And now, his left tower is completely mine. Bam, all those units just melt the tower. And he's not even close to respawning yet. So there we go. That's the Cassian deck. It's a little advanced since you have to be very energy efficient with it every time you push with the Bantha. But try it out. Let me know what you think.